Nice run.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Broncos headed quickly to the line. Motion from the offense. He's going to pass on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Got his man. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? You be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, South Alabama.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Jaguars! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Number 7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Broncos are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. He's looking to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They get to the line quickly. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got his man in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. 2nd and short now after that completion. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Fires left. Complete downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Broncos want to move quickly. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down. They'll slide him at the 24-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
From the gun. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
3:25. Ready.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Western Michigan, 10.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Going for the big play. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't big.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding.
He's going for it all. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That is a beautiful throw. We were all talking coming into this game. We weren't sure if anyone was going to be able to complete a pass because of these conditions. And as a quarterback, when you're throwing in the snow, the ball's slick. Anyone running a route, it's hard to get in and out of breaks. But those two guys were on the same page right there, coming up with a huge play in the inclement weather.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. And it's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Here's the give off the left side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got him downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that play fake created just a split second to let the tight end get downfield.
Did you see how that play fake just froze the second level of the defense just for a split second, Ace, and that allowed the tight end to get vertical.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. The give. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jaguars! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Western Michigan, 10.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Using the quick game. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry up.
And that's a first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's caught downfield. Can anyone catch him? And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
It's another first down for the offense.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the run, it's Silva. Able to get one down to the 15.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Line getting set on second down.
Come on, set.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Potts. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
It's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got enough for the first down. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking for a crease. It's Wood. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The give to the single back. Tackled after picking up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jaguars are marching down the field. Quarterback checking off. He'll come out throwing on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Running to the left. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. The back goes in motion. Takes it from the gun on third down. Caught near the sideline. It's Thorne.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, no mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Power football with the run. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. In the red area, it's Wood. Got some room, entered to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
The Jaguars will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback checking the play. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they swarm him under.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Marches ahead. Touchdown, South Alabama. And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He wants to throw. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man quickly.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Broncos want to crank the tempo.
And that's a first down.
The aerial assault continues. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Wants to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Alabama.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Thorne. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll try to get it through the air. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It's first and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He's looking to throw it. A little screen to the running back. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks.
And that is another first down for the offense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he's got it! Touchdown, Broncos!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll line up to go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the field and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Wood. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
It's now 3rd down.
This is a 3rd and long. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty, and the touchdown will count. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.